Hey everyone, how's it going? Right now this video is obviously going to be a collection room tour, and right now we're in the basement outside my collection room, so obviously it's pretty dark. But don't worry about that, because there's plenty light inside. Let me go ahead and get that door shut. Right here, starting off in this corner, I have a guitar that I very rarely play. I only know like one chord. Please don't ask me to play, because it's not going to happen. There we have a bumper on the inside of the door for when my 9-year-old runs into this room and she flings the door open. It doesn't really hurt anything. There's this door. We got some a Metallica item there. Slayer, I know this isn't Transformers yet, but don't worry, we'll definitely get there. This was autographed by the band Slayer. Let me turn that off. I'll show you what's making that noise here in a second. We got the rest of this door here. Then we have this cool thing here. Obviously, we got the original Transformers logo. We got the thing my wife made for me up there. Now, we got the source of the whooshing noise you've been hearing. That's essentially the Think Geek door. Star Trek door chime. It obviously makes the classic door noise. It makes that noise, and also the red alert noise. Unfortunately, there's no way to stop that noise once it started, so we just kind of got to wait it out. You're like, man, you haven't seen him start Transformer stuff. Don't worry, we're about to hit the mother load here. Light switch. And an item my grandmother gave me a long time ago. Now, we're going to start with a shelf that I have kind of above my main bookshelves. And I basically just have a pretty big variety of Transformers up here. I have a bunch of alternators, Creo guy, there's MP01, the original Transformers masterpiece, Optimus Prime. We got Year of the Snake, Omega Supreme up there. A KO vehicle, Voltron, Creo Optimus Prime, Creo Bumblebee, oh man, I'm not sure what these guys are. Just, yeah, various things. There's a Transformers Prime Cliff Jumper. We got a random Macross back there, a Lion Voltron. Obviously, we got some movie characters from a few different toy lines right there from Transformers. Moving on. That just kind of continues. We got Power of the Prime's Leader Prime back there. We got that Transformers picture. We got just other Transformers there. A VHS copy of Transformers the 86 animated movie. Swinging back around here. We'll start this shelf and work our way down. We got a bunch of Masterpiece Transformers here, and some other Transformers from a few other lines, mostly in vehicle mode. Some of these are KO, some of these are real. Can you tell the difference? I'm betting the answer is no, you're not going to know which ones are different unless you've been following my channel for a really long time. So yeah, some are real, some are KO. Here we go, next shelf. Same thing, we got some more Masterpiece Transformers and some other things from some other lines and alt modes and such. You know, this Titan's Return Blaster is so good, I think he definitely can be a fill-in for a Masterpiece Blaster. He's an awesome figure. So, there you go. Moving down, here we have my, my Siege Autobots. And I pretty much got them all, as you can see, for the most part. And I have some Legends class figures from some other lines, like we got Brawn, Windcharger, Cosmos, Bumblebee. We got some G1s, alt modes in there. So yeah, and there's of course Jetfire, and they all got the blast effects on for those big old, as Emgo would say, blushing. Yeah, I don't take credit for that. That's Emgo who came up with that. But yeah, I'm loving that shelf. I think that turned out real well. Moving down here, we've got basically, we got Dinobots and movie characters, you know. with some basically it's a mixture of Siege and earlier lines down here, a few G1s, because why not have a few G1s where you can, right? So good stuff. And then moving down, we have what I call my Jetfire shelf. Oh, Jetfire and Powerglide. Powerglide fell down. Jeez. Oh man, there is my nearly complete G1 Jetfire. He's only missing one of his rocket boosters, which is a shame, but such is life. There's a Macross. There's G1 Powerglide. Here is one of the recent generations Powerglide. I can't remember exactly what line he's from. Titan's Return, maybe? I don't know. He's Power of the Primes, Combiner, one of the three, right? And he's all discombobulated in his robot mode. I'll just lay him down. There's the original Universe Classics Jetfire. There's the more recent Leader Class Generations Jetfire, and that's that. This big empty space here, this is where Titan class Scorponok is going to go. Looking forward very much to him in Earthrise. But yeah, that's reserved for him, essentially. Going up, I just have a whole bunch of different Optimus Primes here. Some are G1 styled, some aren't. Basically, these are just Primes that are, you know, from all sorts of different things. Up here, one of the crown jewels of my collection. This is this is from Car Robots. What did they call this Fortress Maximus? And I don't know if they just called it Fortress Maximus, but I basically guess this is the Brave Maximus colors, original G1 Fort Max. So really stoked to have him. I've had him for a really, really long time, and quite enjoy him. There's a G1 reissue Omega Supreme, obviously, and we got Siege Guy there, and just, well, we got a couple Siege Guys, and we just have various figures from various lines going back quite a way. In fact, here's I believe this was a Robots in Disguise. I know for sure this one. That's Towline, and that's the Mirage from it, I think. So anyway, there's that shelf. Moving on. Obviously, I've just got a pretty big mix of figures up here from different lines, all sorts of different lines. I'm not even going to try to talk about them all. But yeah, I mean, that is just, you know, just various Autobots. And then going down here, I have a few Autobot combiners. There's Computron, Unite Warriors Computron, Defensor, Superion, and just various figures from some of the recent lines. As you can see, got pretty much the Autobot Headmasters there. I do have a G1 Twin Twist and Transformers Prime Ultra Magnus. And hey, look, there's Skylinks. So anyway, going down to the next shelf. Now, these are basically my Transformers Prime Autobots. Now, not all of these are from Transformers Prime, obviously. They are just figures that I thought kind of fit in with that aesthetic, right? And I thought would look good together. So, yeah, that is essentially what I got there. Moving down another level. Here are the Transformers Prime Decepticons. And again, same thing. Not all of these guys are from Transformers Prime. They're just figures I thought would fit in with this line. Moving down below that, we've got basically just, we do have one actual Transformers, that Hot Rodimus there, and then just various like die-cast representations of some alt modes of Transformers. And we got Ecto-1 from Ghostbusters, and then we just got a random Macross toy back there. And then final shelf down here, we got basically Movieverse Autobots. I'm not a huge fan of the Bay films, but I do like some of the designs a bit, so that's what I've managed to collect from that. I have the fewest, I have way more G1 style stuff, obviously, than Bay first stuff, but I do have one kind of movie styled thing right here, and that's this rug. Obviously, we got, I guess that's Last Night, Bumblebee, and Optimus on there. Moving on. This top shelf here is my, well, Siege Decepticons, right? Unfortunately, I don't have Skywarp, which is a real bummer. I wanted to get him pretty bad, but when I went to buy him, literally the day I went to buy him is the day he sold out on Amazon. Because I was going to buy him, you know, around Thanksgiving, I think, and I was like, well, I'll just get him or whatever. And then I went and checked the next day, and he was sold out on Amazon. So let that be a lesson. If you're wanting to get an exclusive and you want to get it, and just pull the trigger on the damn thing. Don't be a fool like me and wait around and possibly having them run out. But hopefully he's released an Earthrise, so I can complete the trio of Megatron and Thundercracker, because I'd love Skywarp to go right there. But obviously, these are not all from Earthrise. They're just ones that I thought would fit in kind of with the aesthetic and good stuff. Now, moving down here, we got a couple of Titan-class combiners. We got Devastator and Predaking, and my Masterpiece Decepticons. Obviously, I got a lot less of those in Autobots just because, well, a lot less have been released. And again, some are KO and some are real. Which are which? Which are which? Okay, going down another level here, we've got my G1 Decepticons. Good times. Obviously, mostly reissues here. And we got, obviously, those yellow Constructicons are a knockoff. Duh. You know. And the reason Energon Shock Blast is down there is because I don't have a G1 Shockwave. And I was like, well, I guess he can be a stand-in for G1 Shockwave. It's the closest figure I have, unfortunately. Underneath that, we've got some Combiner Wars Decepticons with some upgrade kits on it. We got Bruticus's feet are upgraded, obviously, and that makes him look, in my opinion, a lot better. For Menasor, we got the upgraded feet and basically upgraded kind of body for Motor Master to make him look much more G1, and I think he looks absolutely fantastic like that. We got Universe Onslaught there, Bomb Shock, and just some other random Decepticons to kind of fill out that shelf. And then underneath that, we have the Fall of Cybertron, the original War for Cybertron / Fall of Cybertron Decepticons from the video game series, the Activision video game series from like 2011, 2012, something like that. And there we go. I threw Predaking in there from Transformers Prime because I thought he fit the aesthetic of this fairly well. So, again, sometimes you're going to find a little bit of a mixture just because they're what I think fit in together. So, anyway, here we go. Really just random Decepticons down here, you know, that I like, that I think look good together. So, there you go. Moving up, we've got G1 Predaking kind of broken down into his components there. We got Abominus there, and we have Beast Wars Megatron there, or at least Beast Transmetals Megatron. We got good old Waspinator. Good stuff. Okay, there we have it. At least we have a Masterpiece Thundercracker. And then just kind of various Decepticon jets. Moving up here, we have basically my Starscream shelf, which are just different iterations of Starscream. And I'll probably put our Earthrise Starscream's going to go, maybe right there. I don't know. So I guess I'll get two of the three Earthrise Seekers. I'll get Starscream and Skywarp. I will skip Thundercracker, though, because I've already got a Voyager-class Thundercracker, so I don't need to get another one. But... well, hell, maybe I'll get him, who knows, just to put him in jet mode. I'm one of those crazy bastards like that, so we'll see. I'll definitely get the Coneheads when they come out, though. Those are a must-have for me. Anyway, moving on. This is my Megatron shelf, and I just basically have a few different Megatrons from a few different lines. For a long time, this guy was my stand-in for Masterpiece Megatron. But thankfully, I've got the KO of Masterpiece Megatron now, so he can just be relegated to a different Megatron. And then we just have a few other Megatrons. And then we have, like, Decepticons that are kind of in... A few of these are Cyberversed. ones like Robots in Disguise. I basically just got those together because I was like, hey, they have a cool I like the cartoon aesthetic of those Decepticons. I need to get a Soundwave in that style to put there as well. And then I'll be satisfied with that. So there's that. All right. Moving on. One of the main reasons I'm not buying the $600 or didn't pre-order the $600 Unicron. I still have Armada Unicron. He's perfectly serviceable enough. Is he as good as the $600 Unicron HasLab? Of course not. He's not nearly as good. But he also didn't cost me $600. I think I paid 40 or 50 bucks for him back in the day. So that matters. There's just an Optimus Prime helmet. And then, of course, just more kind of random Decepticons together here. I think kind of fit the movie 86 movie aesthetic. Underneath that, now we have the War for Cybertron / Fall of Cybertron Autobots. Now, obviously, they're not all from that line. Clearly, we got Siege Omega right there. But I feel that these guys kind of, again, fit that aesthetic, what we got there. So, there you go. Just a bunch of different figures from different lines just to fill the shelf out, and I think that looks pretty cool. Then going down a level here, we've got just some G1, just various Decepticons that I think kind of all fit a theme here. And then on this shelf, we've, of course, the main attraction of that one is Titan Class Trypticon, and basically I tried to put, my Decepticon triple changers here. I want to get Siege Astrotrain, $50. He is a little bit of a steep price. I'm hoping that he goes on clearance because I am tired of paying leader price for Voyager figures. That's a little bit of a bummer, but yeah, I don't know. I think that shelf works well. We just got random junk on these shelves here. Oh, man. Then on this shelf, a real whole amalgamate, big old just mixture of different lines just kind of thrown together. There's a movie versus Decepticon. But yeah, just bunches of different stuff that I just put together. And then, of course, we've got basically my beast mode Autobots, right? So, yeah, Autobots / Maximals, I guess. Oh, I guess I do have one other Transformers piece to show. Well, I guess a few others. I got this artwork right here. And let me swing around here. I've got that artwork up there on the wall. It's all Transformers related. And then I have this light switch. It has Megatron and Optimus on it. Oh, and that piece right there. So, oh, sorry, Optimus and Megatron bobblehead over there. I know, I'm just jumping around. But anyway, I'll go ahead and show off the non-Transformer stuff as well. I've got a couple of South Park stuffed plushies. Kenny fell down because Kenny always has to die, I guess. Unfortunately, I'm missing Kyle, which is a little bit of a bummer, but such is life. On this shelf here, I've got some, on top, I've got some Knights. Here, I've got, Ninja Turtles. I've got I've got the Classics TMNT, the 4 main Turtles, because that's all I could find in that line, unfortunately. I've got some 2012 TMNT right there. One piece original. Here's most of my original 87 line TM Ninja Turtles. We got some G.I. Joe. There's Cobra. There's more G.I. Joe. There's my pathetically small Masters of the Universe. We got some more G.I. Joe going on. Some Gundam and random robots. Then over here in this part of the room, I'll show off what's not toys. This is the computer desk that I let my 9-year-old use. Not too thrilling there. Coming back here, this is my main desk setup right here. Clearly I got a lot going on there. I got 3 monitors. I got my stereo hooked up there. There's all my stereo components up there. Just lots of stuff going on. If you want a more detailed look at that, just let me know and I can show it off to you guys. Over here is a closet just full of stuff. I do have like CDs, a CD tower in there because I do like to collect music as well. In fact, that's I make a lot more videos on YouTube now about that than toys. That's for damn sure. So, and obviously not on this channel because this is my toy collecting channel essentially. So anyway, that's pretty much it. That's the entire room, showing off in a fair amount of detail because people like to see what people have and how they have it set up and all that. Now, I know a lot of you watching this are obviously going to be collectors. If there's any interest in some of my G.I. Joe stuff, I am looking to offload some of that. So if you want to leave a comment or send me a message, feel free, and we can probably work something out on the G.I. Joe stuff. I'd probably be willing to offload some of my Transformers as well. I have more in storage bins that aren't showing in the collection right now that I would definitely be willing to get rid of. If you're interested, just leave a message below and we can get in touch and I can send you a list of exactly what I have that I'd be willing to sell or trade. And then we can work something out. And, you know, I can send you detailed photos, the whole 9 yards, whatever you need. So, anyway, that's pretty much it. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching. As always, live long and prosper.